Let's sit down here and have some coffee and sweets. It'll help me put my thoughts together. No.
Oh, hey, Layla.
Huh?
I'm skipping
I'm one of
again.
Layla's
I'm
classmates.
skipping
I
again.
just came by to say hi.
Okay,
We
whatever.
just submitted our... Seeing how we're...
Oh.
You say that, yet you're
Skipping!
Well, hi.
Why are you hostile?
For starters, she doesn't even try to participate with the group at all.
Okay,
Every
I don't care.
time, it's not like we...
I know. Sorry.
Everyone is entitled to their own choices. I'm going to say that.
Whatever. There's no point. If you think she can...
I really want to help the others, but most of the time it's actually...
Okay,
Huh? What do you mean?
you think that the blessing from the stars is some external power that's out of your control.
The thing is, and the more
Why don't we try facing the problem head on?
face it head on.
Oh my god!
The
Come
thing,
on, I need some...
As of now, I'm missing crucial, and then there's the preparation for my thesis defense. I'll need to mentally prepare.
Those don't sound too difficult. I can help you.
What? You
Hey!
want to help me with my thesis? Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't even know how to show you my gratitude.
First of all, theses are fucking difficult. Theses are freaking difficult. Who told you that it's easy peasy? Oh my god. Anyway, don't worry about it. We've already come this far.
You're so kind. I had no idea I'd meet someone so nice in Sumeru City. Okay.
Aren't the people here nice?
It's the least I can do, considering everything you've already
Anyway.
done for me. First on the list is the experiment to get observational data. I actually had it all planned out several days ago and even borrowed a celestial globe from a Mahamata. However,
Mahomatra.
the weather was rainy every single day after I borrowed it, and I was unable to compare the night sky against the celestial globe. There were a lot of people waiting to borrow the celestial globe, and I wasn't able to extend my time slot. So I returned it and haven't been able to borrow it again since. That's why I still haven't performed the necessary observations yet. I don't know what to do.
So you're lacking some equipment.
That's right. The celestial globe is a high-precision device used specifically for researching the stars.
I see.
An application to borrow one from the academia is pretty much the only way for me to get my hands on one.
Looks like we're gonna have to ask around at the Adventurers Guild.
Huh? Why the Adventurers Guild?
Because no one has a network like Catherine does.
Oh, I see. The Adventurers Guild is open to everyone's commission, so she might have some ideas. Okay,
Yeah, there we go.
let's go and try our luck.
Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Ad
Welcome
Astra
to the
Abyssosque.
Adventurers Guild. How can I help you today?
I'd like to, I have a commission, it's kinda strange. How should I put this?
You would like to borrow a high precision celestial globe.
Right. Equipment at the academia is in very high demand, and we aren't able to borrow one now. We were hoping someone else might have something similar that we could use.
I don't know anything about astrology, so I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the device you are looking for. However, One of our requesters happens to be an astrology enthusiast. I hear that he's a collector of all sorts of specialized astrology equipment. After the Adventurers Guild helped him out, he indicated that he'd be happy to return the favor if the adventurers ever need it. Perhaps we could arrange a meeting between you two. That should help solve your problem.
Really?
Thank you. What's his name, though?
You're welcome. It's my job to provide adventurers with the necessary support.
Yep,
The man's
anyway.
name is Azam. Here's his address. You can go ahead and pay him a
Azam.
visit.
Hello, are you Azam?
Yes, I am. How may I help you? Ah, I see. Well, if it's a request from an adventurer, then I'll be happy to help you. I just so happen to have the device that you're looking for. Let me fetch it and show you, just to be sure.
Yes, this is it. Thank you so much.
Also, this is what it looks like. It's so beautiful, though. So pretty.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just got a little excited.
Yeah, same.
Please go ahead.
I didn't know it was that pretty.
To be honest, judging by what stands before me, I find it very hard to believe that you're an astute Rotawahist student.
Well,
Astrology is a hobby of mine, and these devices have cost me both time and mora to collect. I cherish them as if they were members of my own family. Which is why I don't let just anyone borrow them on a whim. These devices are delicate and can easily be damaged if used inappropriately.
that's completely understandable.
So we have to be careful
What
with it.
can I do to better gain your trust?
How about this? I don't need a deposit or anything, but I'd like you to share the contents of your research with me. I'll ask you some questions. If your explanation proves satisfactory, then I'll lend you the device.
Share the contents of my research and answer questions?
If you mess this up, you won't be able to gain his trust. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say that. Okay. We're just going to encourage her. Okay. Don't be nervous. I'm not gonna say that. She's just going to be nervous more. Um, this should be a piece of cake for you. This should.
Alright, I'll try.
Oh
can't
no!
disclose the
Oh
actual
no!
details
She's gonna
here.
fall asleep again. I'm
How about
going
if
to
you
meet the
know
other
overview of
Layla.
The research. Would that suffice?
Yes, that would be fine.
You're probably aware that astrologists rely on the movements of celestial bodies to calculate the past and the future, as well as attempt to summarize the correlating principles, correct?
Of course. This is the basic principle of astrology.
My current research is about a certain phenomenon called astral shift.
Astral shift?
That's not a topic any ordinary person would be familiar with. I have a basic
I'm not
understanding
even
of the
familiar with
concept,
myself.
but I'd like to hear you explain it.
Okay.
I'm not even familiar with it
In short,
myself.
It means that the results derived from astrology are prone to change. As time continues to flow, the stars change and everything else becomes affected by this change. However, what's actually driving the change is what's worth investigating.
I think that it might just be another law of nature.
If the changes follow a certain pattern or routine, then it could be explained as some law. But the changes are manifold, even when considering just a single star. The changes could be resulting from a simple single orbit shift, or it could be a more complex double orbit, or even a triple or quadruple orbit shift.
Well,
These phenomena have a dramatic effect on astrological conclusions. What I'm working on now is the research and prediction of the triple orbit shift phenomenon.
Oh my god, that is a long explanation.
Yourself?
Yes. That's right.
You do know that adding an extra star to the equation increases the computational workload by more than tenfold, right?
It does get a little complicated, but it's still manageable with the use of a few self-invented techniques
Okay.
and a large
Okay.
number of star logs and star charts.
I mean, she's Layla. She can do anything as long as it's about astrology.
Which leads us to why I'm in need of a high-precision celestial globe.
Amazing. I suppose I should never have judged a book by its cover. I
Yeah, you
thought
should never do that.
half-heartedly deal with some school assignment.
Do I really look like that sort of person?
Don't
God.
worry. I'm just joking. I was a little cautious at first, but now I trust you completely.
Mm-hmm.
It would make me extremely happy if my collection could assist a researcher in achieving tangible results. Just make sure you return it to me once you're done.
Oh, thank you so much. I really needed this. Good thing Azam was
Yes!
willing to hear me out.
We got the globe! I didn't really understand what you were talking about, but I thought you did great.
Really?
I'm
I
just
was
standing there like
explaining what it is I'm trying to do.
Traveler or Lumina. I don't even know what you call her, but she's just standing there like next to Layla like without even knowing what she's talking about. Oh god, you're starting to show signs of becoming a great researcher.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know if you really mean it, but I'm happy to hear that. I guess even the hardest problems can be solved as long as I'm willing to try. Recording and comparing data will be much easier now that we have this device. I can do it all on my own, too. Let's continue with the plan. Can you help me with the rehearsal of my thesis defense?
Of course.
We can do that at the House of Dina. This seems like the best spot to do this.
What are we
We'll
looking
need
for
to be
then again?
quiet so we don't disturb anyone. So here's what will happen during my thesis defense. After I present my thesis, the advisors sitting below will begin to ask questions. Theoretically, I should be able to answer any questions related to my thesis. However, I tend to get really nervous when my advisors look at me, and I end up completely forgetting what I plan to say. That's why I want to rehearse and practice presenting my points in front of someone.
So I'm playing the role of an academic advisor, right? Right?
That's right. You should have gotten the gist of the content of my thesis when
What?
I was explaining it earlier. So ask away.
I don't know how to do this.
It's okay if your questions are a little off. I'll still treat them as real questions from an advisor and answer seriously.
Fine. Got it. You ready? Go.
Wait a moment.
Oh.
Alright, Layla, you got this. You were able to explain everything earlier, so you can do it again. Alright, ask away.
I don't even know what to ask. That's not related to the thesis. The Great Machine does not is not it's not even related to the thesis. Anyway, can you briefly describe the application of the law of triple orbit shift calculation?
Sure. The direction of this research is based on the results of previous research. It's about the feasibility of
Oh my
applying
God.
my methodologies to the remaining triple orbit problems. Based on a sample size of 124 cases, we could only achieve approximately 60% accuracy. The results were
Okay,
not reliable enough to be
this
implemented as a law. You can see the common traits of the erroneous
this is
samples
getting
on page 3.
making.
Excuse me.
Oh my
I
god!
mean from the star logs in the appendix.
Wait, hold on. This is what a long explanation you have, Layla.
It's clear that in each of the erroneous samples, one of the stars
I mean,
underwent a
it's
significant
understandable because
shift.
it's a thesis.
This means that, we not only need to limit the number of stars, but we may also need to consider the degree of shift when applying triple orbit shift algorithms. Stars with greater shifts are often key in astrology readings. The next step of the research should be... the next step should be to identify the feasible thresholds of shift for applying our calculations. And that's my answer to your question. Do you have any other questions? We're finally done. I'm gonna need more practice. I can feel myself getting flustered, and I start to stumble whenever I'm asked questions that I'm unfamiliar with.
Yeah, you're stuttering some parts, but you're fine. You're fine. You managed to answer my question. Your presentation could use some work, but I can tell that your logic is sound.
Oh, really? You mean it?
Yep.
Then his practice must be helping. During my first thesis defense, I stood like a statue on the stage and my palms were covered in sweat. I couldn't get a single word out.
It seems we've managed to address all the major challenges for you.
I didn't even realize it, but you're right. It doesn't seem like there's anything holding me back now. I guess that means I'm capable of completing the thesis all on my own. I can hardly believe it. This is amazing. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I'm really excited. This is the first time
Aww.
this has happened, really.
No, it's
so
it's
happy.
okay. Be happy all you want. Anyway, you work hard to reach this point. You don't need to rely on others anymore.
I'm not sure how to put this. I'm really happy about everything that's happened, but I'm also feeling a little sad. I still don't know anything
What are you feeling
about
sad?
the blessing from the stars. Will it never happen again since I don't need its help anymore? That somehow makes me feel a little lonely.
Why are you lonely? Lonely?
Yeah, it almost makes the blessing feel like it was just a tool used for my studies, no? But I would
I see.
really like to discover what the blessing actually is, if I ever get the chance. I want to express my gratitude for it, or better yet, maybe we could be friends.
We're already
That's
friends,
basically
though.
how I feel about it. Even if I know nothing about the blessing, I could still feel its companionship all along. It's almost like how you helped me. I really cherish and appreciate it. After all, it wouldn't be right to take such blessings for granted in our lives.
I'm sure it will also be very happy to know you feel this way.
That's good. I hope it's a
Yay!
little satisfied with the way I
I'm
handled
losing the
it.
heart. That's a good thing.
Hello,
Yeah? Ah, I see.
yes, this is,
Skipping.
Astrology is a hobby of mine,
Skipping.
and these devices have cost me both time, which is...
oh,
How about if you're...
I am sorry, Layla.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel
Oh my
really
god!
dizzy.
Oh my god!
Uh,
You okay? Oh my god, are you okay?
I'm okay. My mind just decided to stray elsewhere for a moment. Give me a second to gather myself. Oh, is this the celestial globe that I needed to borrow?
Why is she asking?
Correct. I was about to test you with a few questions, but you suddenly started looking very uncomfortable.
No, don't worry, she's just nervous.
Don't worry about it. I don't sleep very well, so I tend to get a little dizzy from time to time. I'm fine now.
She seems a little different all of a sudden.
That's the other Layla. Don't mind
I
that.
see. Well then, can you briefly summarize your area of research for me?
With pleasure. I'll give you a general overview. You're probably aware that astrologists rely on the movements of the celestial bodies to calculate the past and the future. Due to the difficulty of designing an experiment and the challenges of validating theories about the past, astrological research is usually based on an immense foundation of experience. And therein lies the largest complexity. Derived and validated conclusions may vary due to subtle changes caused by the flow of time and shifts in the stars.
I've heard about this before. I believe it's known as astral shift.
Indeed
One
it
of the
is.
classic challenges is to use 3 stars with shifting orbits to predict the overall changes that may have occurred.
Ah, are you referring to the triple orbit problem? Yes, that really is a classic problem, and a very difficult one to tackle.
I came up with a set of prediction methods that encompass more than half of the triple orbit problems. However, there are quite a few limitations and requirements. This set of methods is
Yeah.
already being put into practice at the Ratawa Histarshan by my advisor, drastically simplifying the difficulty of calculations involved in the triple orbit problem.
Yes, I've heard about that. The announcement made big waves in the astrology enthusiast community. So, you were the one who came up with that?
You mustn't judge a book by its cover, you know. The thesis I'm working on this time aims to address the remaining triple orbit problems, as well as eliminate a portion of the methodology's limitations, which will make it easier to use.
Yeah, what
I
she
see.
says.
In
What
that
she
case,
said.
Perhaps there's no one more fitting to operate this device than you. I just keep it as part of a collection. I can't use it to its full potential like you can.
Thank you for understanding. I'll return it in perfect working order once I'm finished with it. Okay, we should be going now. What did we plan to do after this? I kind of forgot.
You aren't Layla, are you?
Huh? What makes you say that? Is there something off about me?
Yeah, you're absolutely the other Layla. Your personality changed.
Fine. Looks like I can't keep the act up any longer. I even tried to look a little panicky to emulate her behavior.
You're the blessing from the stars, aren't you?
I suppose that is what she's been calling me. With her long-term sleep deprivation, whenever her anxiety peaks, she loses consciousness and I take over.
So,
However, her unpredictable and variable sleep patterns are completely out of my control, so I have to make every second count.
so in other words, she gets anxious, and then she faints, and then fall asleep, and then the other Layla comes out. Got it.
There's
Maybe.
no one willing to help her here, so I have to step in.
Of course. Literally herself is helping
I am
her.
rather curious about you, though. Why are you trying to help her?
Well, she's finally decided to face the problems with her thesis head on, and she's working very hard on it.
Really? That's great. you're helping with all the things that I used to do for her. Seems like you've given her a boost of confidence with your encouragement.
Well, I managed to rise up her anxiety though, so that
She's
didn't
already
work
made
out.
a lot of progress, so there's no need to push too hard now. Anyway, what's the plan from here?
She said that she wanted to practice for her thesis defense.
I see. Well, it wouldn't be of any help if I practiced for her, but I'll leave some notes that should come in handy. Come on, let's go back to the house of Dana to make preparations. You'll have to tell her later when she wakes up. Okay, I should get started on those notes. If there's anything you're curious about, you may go ahead and ask now. I can answer you as I write. I'm used to multitasking. Oh, and I have to ask a favor. When you give the notes to her later, please don't tell her about my existence.
I already know the reason why behind it, but why is that?
Well, she's always been in a fragile state. If she knew that there was another Layla who's always taking care of everything, she might feel like everything she's ever worked for is pointless, and that could lead to some demoralizing thoughts.
Demoralizing?
She's a resilient girl, but no matter how resilient she may be, no one can hold up to criticism and torment from themselves. If her condition grows any worse, it's possible that I might cease to exist as well.
Oh shit.
Then there wouldn't be anyone to help her.
But she's not doing very well now either.
She's getting better though, isn't she? It's apparent how hard
Well,
she's working.
yeah, true.
She's my source of knowledge. I'm merely the representation of how she would be if
Aren't
she
you
were
the source
rested and
of her
healthy.
knowledge?
I believe that she's one of the best, even in a place like the academia where geniuses come by the handful. But growth is a process and shouldn't be rushed. I will always believe in and support her.
Aw. Anyways, it's good that she has you, or she might have already hit rock bottom. Rock bottom!
Believe me, even if she were to end up at rock bottom, she'd find a way to somehow laugh it off as one of her silly mistakes and climb her way out. That's the kind of person she is. Alright, I've written down all the possible questions that I think the advisors might ask. Next, I'll put together a few words of encouragement for her. I'm not going to sign it, obviously. Oh, and don't forget about our agreement.
Okay, sure.